I want to leave a few thoughts with you. First, I want to tell you what the single most important thing in California water is, and hopefully you'll never forget it. Secondly, I want to explain to you, and this will be a little more cumbersome and a little more timely, why and how California will be investing approximately 50, 70, maybe $100 billion in water infrastructure in the next decade, decade and a half. I don't think California even knows how much they're going to invest. They haven't decided on all the plans, so this is a very timely conference. But that is the crux of why I'm here. Thirdly, I want to make a prediction, and that'll take very, very little time. Those in California, I want to alert you, I'm going to make a prediction. And lastly, I would like to offer just a little advice. So, having said that, let me start with the most important issue in water in California and perhaps the world, but certainly in California. Not to make whiskey, but certainly, we have a saying in California by a guy named Mark Twain, who was an author and a humorist and quite an observer of the human condition in America. He said, whiskey is for drinking and water is for fighting. That was over 100 years ago. I think that's not uncommon throughout the world. I can tell you this, there is no change in that strategy. Whiskey has always been enjoyable, but we are still fighting over water. No longer bullets necessarily, but certainly lawyers, as Michael Leakle said earlier, we are a litigious society, lawyers and politicians, and the fights are ferocious. That is the single most important thing about water that you need to know anybody's going to venture into California politics to deal with water. It's complex, but it's really a lot of fighting.